What is that, ladies and gentlemen? Fat tyres and flat bars. We're back out on the mountain bike. It has been a while, and we've got the world champs next week, the pairs world champs. So we're out on the mountain bike prepping for that. But most importantly, big changes for Georgie boy. He's bit the bullet, he's got a coach, and he's following a training plan. Now, I felt like I needed this. I know what a lot of dads out there are thinking. You're about to be a dad. This is a silly idea. Let me explain. I'm getting coached now by Veld Coaching, aka the rival, Mr. Ian Field. And I spoke to him beforehand. I was like, he's just become a dad. I was like, be honest, is it possible? Can I still be in good shape for the cross season? Will I have time, etc.? And he replied, I'm not going to lie to you, it's beeping hard. And yeah, that panicked me a bit, but he agreed to help me after I begged him, please help me, Ian. And we are now getting on it, getting after it. The difference is, this year, in the past, if you've watched my training, etc., it's always been about getting that volume in, loads of zone 2, etc. And I know that is absolutely wicked for getting fit and getting fast. However, we also know I ain't gonna have time for that. I'm gonna be a dad, I'm gonna be knackered. So he's just said to me, you've got to try and believe that you can be fast on 5-6 hours a week. And the way we're balancing it, commutes to work, the riding in the morning might be a recovery style session, and then in the afternoon we go full gas. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it ain't bloody easy. My body is not used to it. A lot of it is ping, ping, ping on the gas. Now, I don't know, I need to speak to Ian. Like, I've done training vlogs in the past. Now, I don't know how much of his sessions he wants me to give away, etc. I'll tell you today, and hopefully he won't drop me off his roster. But yeah, it's pretty full on. There's no like messing about with zone 2 anymore. We're on the gas, on the pedals, and a lot of the time I've really got to psych myself up after work to just dig in and get it done. Now, I'm hoping that it's going to help me keep that top end fitness there, get stronger, and actually it's working on my weakness at the moment. I'm not good at these real high intense efforts, and I'm quite actually good at the sustained ones now where I've trained them for so long. But we're like 3 weeks in now to it, and although it is hard and sometimes I just want to cry because of the pain, it's been really good. And just honestly, the accountability, I think I've said this before in a video, having a coach, that's the main thing for me. Like, I wouldn't do these sessions off my own back, and knowing that someone's going to look at it and scrutinize it a little bit and be like, oh, you weren't that one very good, or that's good, it just makes you absolutely bury yourself on those hard sessions. But the problem is as well, it's really hard to make training vlogs now because it's quite full on. Like, I was only meant to do a 15-minute warm-up today, we're 18 minutes in, so that's not ideal. But like that, for example, you're on the pedals, on the gas a lot, like fat max stuff, and you might be like on your way home from work, backpack on, quick 10-minute warm-up, get in and just absolutely start ripping it. And it ain't easy to get your camera out when you're chewing the stem, make a video. But I just thought I'd make a video to explain sort of why I've got a coach and the goals, etc. with it, and hopefully it can help me keep some fitness when I do become a dad. But obviously one of the big things, accountability, and the other thing is, like at the weekends, like today it's Saturday, like in the past Sarah would have been like, what have you programmed for the weekend? And then I'd sort of change it to around what she wanted to do for the day. And I thought like through not doing structure and stuff and just going out and riding my bike it'd help, but I feel like I lost a lot of fitness when I was doing that. Like, structured training is just killer and it works, and that's the other benefit, just being able to say, Ian's programmed this, it's Ian's fault. Yes, he's a beep head, like it's not my fault anymore. So that is class. And you could just be like, you just blame someone else. Yeah, I've got to do this because Ian told me, and it's not on me anymore. Class, thank you, Ian. But I've now waffled for 5 minutes. We're 20 minutes into this session. I need to get it cracking. We've got like some race starts to do, some overgeared stuff, and then some 6-minute circuit type efforts to get us ready for the world champs. So let's hit some effort. Spicy meatballs that. Gels were being popped. 6 lots of 6-minute efforts on like different courses and stuff, just absolutely ripping it. And there's just no way when you've coaching yourself, I just wouldn't have gone that deep on that, because you know, when it starts to hurt you, ease off. And the last couple of efforts, the main part of the effort was actually the last bit. It was up a climb, and you're just absolutely shelling yourself because you know someone's going to see it. But we'll get into a few other bits like the goals and that later. I'm just like, this has been, over the last 3 weeks, my longest session, I think. Like a Saturday session, it's going to be about 2 hours by the time I get back. It was absolutely killer. Just the intensity, and then more intensity tomorrow, and that's, a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, no zone 2. But in all honesty, I've done so much zone 2 up till now. If I go out and do like 1 hour zone 2, I'm gonna get like 0 adaptions from it. And the main goal is cyclocross, so you can get away with not having this like crazy amount of volume, because it's just 1 hour of gas and that top end power that I don't have, that I need to get. So I know a lot of people are gonna be like, zone 2 is life, and don't get me wrong, I miss it, but you ain't got time to go and do 4 hours. Then you need to switch it up and hit intensity. Session complete. The rocket has pulled through. She made me iced coffee, croissant, which I've rammed full of peanut butter and jam, and we've got a protein shake as well, a little Velo Forte number, code George20. Look at her looking beautiful.
No, George.
No, George, don't put me on camera. The next thing, obviously, having the coaching has been wicked, just to take the stress off me a little bit. And I don't know, the rocket might want to pipe in. Has it been good again, knowing like that I've got an hour to do, I'll be home at X time? Has that helped at all, or do you really not care?
I ain't bothered.
The rocket probably don't care, but it's been massive, like having, and I want to add in as well, I'm paying Ian, so if it's rubbish, I can tell you it's rubbish, but it's been really good so far. Obviously it's early days, but just like having that, this is what you got to do, go out, do it, don't second guess yourself. And it's one less job to do, having to sit down, write the programming, etc. But croissant, bagel, protein shake, going down. And then
Bagel.
Bagel, did I say bagel?
Yeah.
I thought I meant coffee. And we've got what have we got to do? Look at the baby.
Shop.
Look at the baby. We've got a shop, apparently. Probably more baby stuff. Christ. Rest in peace, bank account. Sign up to my OnlyFans.
One eternity later.
Pregnancy walk club going down with the rocket, and I've been on husband duties as usual. And we went out for lunch, didn't we? What a treat. Got some pasta. But the next thing I wanted to say was just like the change in training, what I've always known, going from like zone 2, long rides, etc., to just that mixing it up's got me super motivated. And I think when you're picking a coach as well, you've got to pick someone that like motivates you to want to get out there and do it. And do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Rocket?
I know what you mean. I've had lots of coaches in my
Yeah.
family.
So that has massively helped. Like, if your coach doesn't inspire you to want to get out there and absolutely rip yourself apart, then you're probably not picking the right coach. But that is a big priority for me, and I don't know why he inspires me. No, I'm joking. But to add to the end of this video, the goal of it all is because I am still going to be racing this year, as much as people are going to say, no, you're not, you're going to be a dad, blah, blah, blah. People have got to realise I'm sort of under contract till the end of the year with Giant. They've just given me bikes. I need to...
yeah, I'm under contract to ride a bike.
I said I would...
Signed a contract to ride a bike.
That's what I'm telling the wife. No, I am though, Rocky. You know that I've got to go to some races and race, right?
I think it just says show cycling in a positive light, so you could do that from your sofa, to be honest.
Actually, it says something about being on the bikes and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So I need to be there. So I am still going to be racing, and I want to try and be like, I said to Ian, I want to try and be like top 10 sort of thing and not getting a lap. So I'm probably not going to set as a goal as a win, but if I can do that, maybe break onto a podium top 5, we're winning. So that's the goal. That's why we're getting some help, and hopefully we can make that happen with a little bit of help from the wife, who seems to think I won't be racing. But we'll cut all that last bit out. I hope you enjoyed this video, a little bit of an update of why I'm getting a coach and some of the positives. There's obviously negatives as well. It's bloody hard. You don't get to do your chilled zone 2 rides, but it's all good fun, and I'll catch you in the next video.